Welcome to another edition of Slink Paint. I am Berto, and today I repainted one of the Hound's tooths. Again, this is the Star Wars X-Wing miniatures game by Fantasy Flights, and I just wanted to change it up. I like some of the colors. I kept kind of the same colors. We'll talk more about it right now. What did I do here? And you can kind of see, I'll kind of turn this real slow, and what some of the things I did here. And I was just having fun with it. So I run a 3-hound list, okay? People think I'm crazy why I run 3-hound lists. I mean, they're 30 points each, or actually maybe is it 29 points? I forget what it is. And then you add some extras to it. To me, I like running a Hound's Tooth because a 3-hound list, because it's different. I mean, it's 3 large ships that you're playing with. And if you don't know how to fly large ships, it's fun to learn on the Hounds, especially with the firing arc that it has. It has half the front base is all the firing arc, which is very pretty cool. And if you have the pup that which if one of the Houndstooths is destroyed, which you can only run on one of the ships if you're running 3. The cool part about the pup is that's an extra I think it's like 4 points. I think it is 4 damage to 2 shield or 4 hit damage, I should say. I mean, think about it. That's a total of 12, I think 6 shield, 6 hull for each thing. I think it's almost 40 points total. Yeah, it's 12, 12, 12, and then 4 for the pup. That's a lot of hit damage. Now, it does have 1 agility, so, I mean, it doesn't really have much of a defense. But guess what? Who cares? And if you add some turrets to this thing, not turrets, the blasters where you can shoot out behind you, or if you add... I forget what the other card is off the top of my head, where if people bump into you, they have to roll a die. With big ships, people bump into you all the time, and it's fun. And if you keep these at a low pilot value, you go first, so you can plan where you want ships to go out first. And like I said, and they can bump into you, and you can roll a die, and you get a hit that way. I've actually been very successful with the Hound's Tooth, the 3-hounds list. And if you want, I'll share the list with you guys, so you guys can play it. I've been playing different versions of it, and I actually called it Dog Pound. So it's Dog Pound. I have Dog Pound 1.0 and Dog Pound 2.0, and basically 2.0 was just changing out the upgrade cards, just to the different look and feel. All right, so what did I do on this paint job? Basically, because I have 3 hounds, I did this. I primered it. Again, using some Formula P3 spray primer, no airbrush, just using this. Works very well. You take your time on it. You spray it. Now, I did have markings from a permanent marker on the Hound's Tooth originally. I was playing around with a permanent marker. I did not strip the paint off these. I actually just coated them with the primer paint. And the cool part about this is I just took my time. And you can still see all the detail there. And you can still see some of the colors from underneath. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to be using a lot of layer paint. And maybe some washes here and there, but a lot of layer paint, so you're not going to see that when you put a layer of layer paint on it. So with that, what I did with this ship is very simple. Basically, I took a couple different paints here. The top part right here that goes down the sides, and the top part, and also some of the bottom right here, is actually one of my favorite names of paints. It's the Citadel Brass Scorpion. I love that name, Brass Scorpion. Anyway, the Citadel's Brass Scorpion, you mix it really well, and it comes up with this awesome brassish looking color to it. You can kind of see. The back of the ship here, you can see it's kind of like 3 different tones here. This part of the back part of the ship I should say, is actually Zamisea Desert. It's like a mustardy color, and I actually kind of liked it. It stood out to me when I was looking at it. I said, you know what? If I paint it like a brown, I probably want like a mustardy yellow, and they had it. And this was very mustardy yellow to me, and I liked that. So I basically painted that as well. The front part of the ship, all right, you can see the 3 different colors here. All right, you got the scorpion color up here. You got the I call it the desert mustardy yellow. The front part was actually just good old fashioned Seraphim sepia, and it's a shade. And I just laid it on. I laid it on twice. I think I did. Yeah, I did lay it on twice. And then what I did was on the back wings, and you can kind of see the wings here. The back wing, also the back part of the ship was the sepia wash, and even this side was a sepia wash. The wings, I actually just basically took some Evil Sun Scarlet and just painted the wings and went to town. That's a layer paint, so it goes on thick, but thicker than the washes. I just took my time, and I even got close, really, pretty good around the edges, and just had some fun with it. Now then, what I did was I took the whole entire ship and took my famous null oil stuff, this stuff I love, and painted the whole ship with the null oil, and just went to town on it, right? And I painted the bottom with the null oil. Inside with the engine compartments, you can see it's still kind of like a grayish. Then what I did was I took, where is it? Oh, I don't have it. Okay, here it is. I took, to get the green on the bottom, because what I wanted to showcase was like this ship is going on planets. Maybe it's hitting some turf, or it's cutting through some trees. I mean, it's a scat. I mean, this is a scum ship. It's it's not supposed to be clean and fun. So I took some basic, Beal Tan Green from Citadel. Right. First, what I did was I took a Praxi White, the brush, and I brushed on like it was like hitting debris and stuff. Right. On the bottom, like it was scraping towards the ground. Like this guy was having a fucking serious. I just cursed. I have a serious fight. And he was scraping through trees and just trying to get away, or whatever the case may be, or he was trying to go after somebody. And I did it on the back here, part 2 as well, and even on some of the engine compartments. And then what I did was, there we go, that's probably better. And then I took some of that green, the Beal Tan Green, and I just kind of highlighted those highlights that I did with the green, so it looks like I'm hitting grass and stuff. And again, I had some fun with it. And again, the null oil is all over the ship. On the wings, I just took streaks of null oil and went up and down. I took some Agrax Earthshade, right, which adds like a rust, and then I kind of layered that all around the ship as well, and just had some fun with it. If you look into here on some of the fittings and stuff, that is actually the Hash Hut copper, right? I even did some of the wiring. You can see right here, up here. Some of the yellow spots are actually the Cassandra yellow. The yellow spots here, there, up here. But everything, and some of the red spots is the Evil Sun Scarlet, the same thing on the wings. Like I think I touched, like, if I can use my finger backwards here. Right there's a little red spot. And again, I just had some fun. You can see some of the copper on the bottom there. And I took a lot of that white, the dry brush, and I just brushed it on some areas. I brushed it on some of the areas right here. I took the copper and went up and down here to copper. And again, I just had some fun with it. Now, I also want to make this look rusty, like it's rusting, like in his rust drips. See the rust drips there? Basically, I took that sepia, all right, and I layered it on really thick, and I went from wherever the lines were and just dragged some paint down, and I made it uneven. You can see it, I made it uneven, and so it stands out, and I let it heavy. I was actually doing the ship like this, and I just layered on really heavy and dragged it from wherever the edges were, so it came like from the edges, and you can kind of see it's layered in different areas. And I just dragged it down just to create some rust. I did it up top here, did it over here, here. I even did it on this side. I dragged some extra null oil right here. All right. I'm not sure what that part is, but I wasn't sure if it was an engine or a turret or exhaust. But I dragged it like something was catching it, like, exhaust or whatever. Did it on both sides. Also dragged some Urdrax Earth Oil, and I had some fun with it. I just, again, it's not perfect, but it's different, and it's mine. The windows, I kind of did the same way I did to all my other ships thus far. Basically, I took some null oil and the mixing medium, which is the gloss. This is the gloss, not the medium to thin out paints and stuff. This is the mixing medium, the gloss stuff. Add a couple drops to this with a big heavy, dripping of the null oil on a mixing plate. Put some couple drops in there, and I let it pooled up, and you can kind of see it add a little bit gloss to it. And it's just, again, just having some fun. And that's so this is the new Houndstooth for me. I actually did a Moralo Evil Edition Hound. The one that's all red. I did that one. That's going to be coming up next. I'm still doing some final touches on it. I'm still having some fun with it. And every time, because I usually when I get paint a ship, I paint it and do some touches to it. I come back to it and I paint some more. And again, I just have some fun. But anyway, but you can see the Hound's tooth. Different. A lot color different. I have 3 of them. So I'm painting the Moralo Evil one, which is actually, you do get a pilot card for that, which is the red edition. I'm not sure where I'm going to paint the 3rd one yet. I might, but I definitely am probably going to stick with the red wings. Maybe that's like the thing, because Moralo Evil's ship's all entire red. I have the red wings on here. I might stick with the red wings. I'm not sure what other colors I'm going to paint it, but I'm probably definitely going to stay, maybe do a little something bold and different. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have some fun. But anyway, if you like the video, like it down below. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Hit me up below in the comments, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Also, you can share this video. If you guys have any questions, again, do not hesitate to put them down below in the comments. Again, thanks, guys. This is Berto from Sling Paint Gaming. Take it easy.